What's up, Bean Crew? Brentley G here at O2 Wellness, and we're here with Greg Doucette. He's showing me the ropes. It's my first time at a commercial gym, and I'm having a great time. He's gonna be showing me the ropes all the way around, and it's gonna be great.
And so far we had a pre-workout meal, we had some pre-workout. He's amped up, and so hopefully we're gonna have a good time. First time in a big gym like this at O2 Wellness in Halifax, and so we're gonna see how it goes. So he's doing a squat for the very first time, so we're not even going to use the weight of the bar. And as you know, he's 500 pounds and I'm only 200. So when I do one rep, I'm essentially lifting my body weight, but he's going to weigh a lot more, so it's more difficult. So he's going to do the same thing with no weight. So we're just going to pretend that you're holding the weight of the bar, chest up high. You're going to look straight ahead into the mirror, and your butt is going to go back. It's dirty, and you're going to have to take a poop. And so you're bending back towards the toilet. We don't want to put it on the floor. So you're holding up, chest up, go back down, go as low as you're comfortable, and then come back up. So you're bending at the hips first, trying to get down, chest up high, looking straight ahead. Put your hands up, chest up high. No, like bend, but stand back a little bit. Hands up, pretend there's a bar on your back. Chest up high, and just bend back from the hips first. Okay, so right now what you're doing is your hips are going too far forward. You're bending forward first. Just think of sitting back. Pretend there's a seat behind you and you're trying to go back slightly. That's good. Yeah, and take your time and go as low as you're comfortable. Does it feel like you're gonna, okay, it's not bad. Just take your time, go halfway down, that's all you need to do. Because remember, it's like, most people don't understand, like you're 500 pounds, so it's like if I had to put 300 pounds on my back and do it for the first time, it's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So just take your time, going halfway down is fine.
If I go too far down, I might just flop backwards.
Yeah, right away. You have to think about bending your hips first. So you want to hinge backwards with your hips first. You do have to lean a bit forward to counterbalance your weight. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So the key is if you're sticking back too far like this, you're gonna fall, and so your knees are going forward to balance. But if you're sticking your shoulders forward a little bit, you're able to bend your hips back. Because whatever amount of weight is going behind your hips, you kind of think your weight has to come forward to counterbalance that. So if you have 200 pounds going back, you need 200 pounds to go forward. You'll feel it in your glutes, you'll feel it in your quads, hamstrings. That looks good. So the only difference is to add, and it is hard because without any weight it feels weird, but if you want to use a bar, you have to get used to not having your hands out in front like this.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I'm flexible enough to have
You may not be able to get the mobility. Some people, if you're less flexible, what you have to do is grab really wide. So it's too high for me to reach, but like people who are really flexible can like hold it here, but other people will have to hold outwards. Powerlifters will grab sometimes outside the bar, way out like that, and bend this way. I'm more flexible, so I can hold the bar really close. You most likely would have to grab back, so we probably can't even do it in this rack. But really, if you can't lift the bar, there's no reason to do so. Like just using your body weight, in my opinion, to start with, there's no reason to do more. Because you want to do at least 15 reps comfortably before you can get to the bar. So until you can do a set of 15, I wouldn't go up. And you have to think, like I keep thinking, you are lifting 3 plates aside more than I am. So would I want to do 3 plates for 50? That's heavy even for me. So like, I think that just doing your body weight on the squat is enough. And I would just keep practicing having your arms up and going back like this, taking your time, not rushing it, and just being like, okay, I feel good here. That's low enough, and then go up. And that looks good. Like just try to do a set of 15 reps in a row. Take your time, don't rush it. This is a warm-up set. You don't have to kill yourself. So you feel a burn, like you feel the quads, you feel the glutes.
Yeah.
So like literally, that's all you need to do. Like, if you're just joining the gym and doing it for the first time, you don't train to failure. That's for the intermediate and advanced lifters. All you have to do is come in and literally warm up. Like, if you go through a warm-up set, that's all you have to do. You feel good. You're like, you should be able to do, I'd say, at least 5 or 10 reps more than you do to stop at. So like right now, how does it feel compared to when you first ended the set? It's been about 1 minute.
My thighs are real tight.
The thighs are burning. So like my opinion is you've already done enough squats. People think you have to do so much. Like literally, you come in and do 1 set your first time, and it's not even that hard. That's all you need to do. You got a year, 5 years, 10, you got your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah.
All right, and so we're gonna be trying the bench press for the first time ever. And so some things to remember is you wanna squeeze your back together, your scapula. So you're gonna wanna squeeze your chest, kind of point it up in the air. So basically you're gonna do this. Your shoulder blades are gonna dig into the bench. You keep your chest up really high, and you're just gonna lower the bar till it touches your chest, under control. Take your time on the way up and press up. So I'll demonstrate from here. It might be a bit hard to get down. You don't want to lay down, you're tall, so you might slam your head on the bar. I've done that a million times. So be careful to just not like fall. So take your time getting down. Press your feet into the floor, and so you're kind of like pushing your feet back. So your feet are gonna drive your shoulders into the bench. You're pressing your feet in, your shoulders dig together. Lift the bar off the bench. Chest up real high, take a deep breath. Lower it, pause, and press the weight up. So when you first start, you're gonna find it's wobbly and it's not gonna be balanced very well. Don't worry about it all. You're just trying to get used to this feeling. Chest up real high, you don't wanna sink. Your chest is up high. Push, down, hold for even a half a second is great. Press up. What you don't want to do is bounce off your chest. We're trying to do it really under control, not ego lift, and press up. Done. Back. So just take your time getting to position. I don't want you to bang your head on this because I know you're super tall. Yeah, that's how I do it sideways. Your head is right up on the bar. Yep. There you go. Good. And you can slide your body that way towards the mirror a little bit, and I can spot you no problem. Now, see these little rings on the bar?
Yeah.
You can put your baby finger right about at the ring. That'll get you a bit of triceps and chest. Lift it up. I can spot you from behind here, and then bring it forward. Arms straight, extend your arms, elbows straight. There you go, yep. Now lower it slowly to your chest. That's really good control. And pause it there and press it up. Good. And so 15 reps just like that. This was my favorite exercise as a kid. Like when I was 10 years old, this was the best exercise. I liked it the most. I was the strongest at this.
I think 10 is all I have in me.
Okay, and then we just lower it slowly. You always look to make sure that the bar is placed back on the peg. Some people will just let go and they'll only have one side on it and they'll slip out, and I've seen it hit people's foreheads. I've seen people miss the bar, crush their face, like it can be pretty serious. So what do you think of the bench?
It's good.
Which one's more fun for you, the bench press or the squat?
I think the squat.
Yeah, the squat's better?
Yeah.
So it's something that takes time to get used to, but like your form was really good. People had too much weight. You just add 5 pounds, that's all you need. And then you do it again, and then it's more and more comfortable. You can lift it with even better control, and it just becomes second nature. Like most people, the first time they're doing it, their arms are going like this. You had it really straight. So you're doing it quite well. So
I'm a little bit used to the motion because I do something similar, a chest press with
the dumbbells?
Dumbbells, yeah.
Yeah. Up next, we're going to train some shoulders, and so we've got a seated shoulder press machine. And so some of the equipment, because of his height, he's so tall that he's literally sitting in the bar is into his shoulders. Versus me, it's way up here. Like I did that shoulder press, and I was grabbing it here, and he sat in, and it was like into his chest. So we're using a free barbell exercise. And so he's going to grab inside those pinky rings, And basically, he's going to be pressing the bar to a full extension over his head and coming down to his upper chest area, up to his neck, somewhere in that area, and going up and down. So let's see how it works. Good, no problem with that. And anywhere from your chest to your chin, anywhere in that area is great. I usually tell people as long as your arm is, as long as the bar is below the ears, then you're doing good. You can see his arms are going below parallel, so he's got plenty of range of motion here. Form looks great. So one thing I noticed is he's got a thumb around here and a thumbless grip there. That is more dangerous. So you want to use this grip as opposed to that one, just because if it slips, you could drop the bar on your chest and get injured. So using the thumb under grip, a lot safer. Perfect. And so we told him to stop 5 to 10 reps before he gets really tired, because we don't want to overtrain and get injured. So we're going easy. It's his first time. Great form, great job on this exercise. And so time for the next one. I'm sure he's gonna like this one, the calves. I've seen your videos. I know you like training calves. This is the seated calf press machine. So essentially, the machine guides you for you. You don't have to do anything. You just literally are pointing your toes out. So you pick the distance. We're gonna put the seat way back because you're a lot taller. Put your feet anywhere in this bed. And all I have to do is point my toes out like I'm going on my tippy toes. That's it. Stretch back till I'm at the bottom and go up. And so obviously we're working the calves, which is this muscle back here. You can go a little bit slower on the way down and then power it up if you like. So we're just trying to control the weight. Like some people will just slam it up like this the whole time. You want to control, like you want to use a lot more mind muscle connection. We'll just put it at 45 pounds and we'll probably have to put it a few numbers back here. I know I'm pretty short, so we'll see.
All right.
You can tell me. You probably need to put it even further back. I think you're taller than. Just before you. No, just a sec. I underestimated your height. See this number on the side? It's at 5. I was at 2. Put it so that you're like maybe 7 here.
Okay.
See how that feels. You probably could put the seat back even further. How does the weight feel? Like, does it feel too heavy or like? Does it feel
I mean, I usually do calf raises with 500 pounds. So.
Yeah, well, you are 5. You're pushing your weight as well. The machines are using these hoist machines. They use your body weight and the weight on the bar. So it's allowing your body weight to help. So you don't need as much weight as you would think. Like a light person isn't really lifting much, but a heavier person is lifting a lot more weight. So, you know, this should be a lot better. Yeah. So I'm on 2 and you're on 9. So your legs are like 7 inches longer than mine.
Cap green.
Now try to squeeze at the top and hold the press and then slowly go down like maybe 2 or 3 seconds. Press up as fast as you like for a second. Hold it at the top, down slow, take your time, and then press up fast, hold it. So what I would say that I would do if I were you is I'd press it up faster. You're going down at a great speed, a bit faster, and really squeeze at the top. Yeah.
I'm really liking this.
Yeah, I thought you'd like this one. It's very simple to use. Now what I do is, I'll do a set of legs, and while I'm resting, I'll come over and do this. Because I'm like, why rest and take the workout 2 hours? I'd rather do an exercise in between. So I go from one machine to the next. So while my quads are resting, I'm training my calves. Then I might do a set of shoulders. And then while my calves are resting, I'm doing my shoulders. So it's called circuit training. You go from one machine to the next. You get a big workout in, like a full body workout in, without doing a lot of time. Plus your heart rate's higher. You're burning more calories in less amount of time. You're getting a cardiovascular workout for your heart, and you're building your muscles at the same time. So it's kind of how I train now, compared to like most bodybuilders would just do like the same set over and over again. We're back to lat pull downs. Remember, there's 2 exercises you got to do. One is pulling towards the body, one's pulling down. There's so many different bars to choose from. We're using just a standard bar here. I like using mag grip, different varying grips, underneath, pronated, supinated. Do whatever you want, but we're just gonna go with the basics. So I'll just demonstrate. You wanna take your time with this. I like to grab with thumb over, but you can put thumb under. It doesn't matter for this, really. And so essentially, we're just pulling the bar to the front of our bodies. Take your time lowering it again. It's all about slowly controlling the weight. Pull down harder, stretch back. Now I did this yesterday and my lats are sore. They're burning, like already. And at the bottom, if you can, squeeze right there. That's the hardest part of the motion right here. If it's easy, squeeze this part. It's gonna make it way harder. Take your time going up and pull down. You don't have to hit here. Oftentimes people make a mistake. They'll start pushing it like that. They'll start turning it into a tricep machine. Or another mistake people do is they'll swing like this. They'll let their body swing to get the weight down.
Oh, yeah.
We want to use just your lats, okay? Because if you swing your body, it's your body doing the work. Like I don't even have to use my arms, just swing.
That's
Take
what it
your
looks
time.
like when you're on the 20th rep.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now if you want to cheat a couple reps at the end because you're like going for a forced rep or something, that's fine. But under control at least at the start.
I have one of these at my gym back in Salisbury. So,
Okay, so you've done this one.
yeah. So
And easy to spot this one. Somebody can help you by pushing it down here. Don't push on the way up, only on the way down. If you need a spotter, not that he does.
it says it's
Your head
50
back.
pounds, but it's a lot lighter than the one I use. I usually only use 12 pounds, but this is way lighter.
Maybe it's a number 12. Each number might be 5 pounds or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, your form's good like this. We'll try a different bar just so you experience something different.
Yeah.
It's okay to bend back a little bit like this, but you don't need, like you wouldn't want to lean way back, but you're not doing that anyway. I watch your form. So. When it's really light, I'll pause like extra long like that just to get a really good pump at the bottom. Curious to see if you like this grip more than the other one.
Oh, this is really cool.
You like it? Good.
Yeah.
It's amazing how just a different handle can make a difference in an exercise. Like you're doing the same thing, but it's just a different grip and it feels different.
I can weirdly feel it in my forearms.
Now I would suggest the eccentric that's lowering it, like I guess raising it, you go slower here, like really don't let it control you. Control the weight on the way up. You can pull it down as hard as you like, but ease it upwards. So it's like you just got to be like, no, you don't. You don't decide how fast I go up. You just like really mentally think like I own you. That's that mind muscle connection. You really feel it stretching your lat out on the stretch up, and then down. You can be like, okay, I'm going to power you down right now. So that's like when I'm doing a set. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, power this thing down like a power lifter. Be strong. But on the way up, I'm like, okay, now I'm a bodybuilder. I'm like really gonna control this weight. Like that's what I'm thinking as I'm doing the set. Then when I get to the end, I'm like, all right, now just do half reps, get it over with, torture yourself. The more pain you get, the better. Kind of like the mental dialogue that I'm doing while I'm doing the set. Perfect. So that's plenty for your back. We're doing tricep press downs. It's his first time doing this, and so we're working the back of the arms. The triceps, obviously 3 muscles, tricep, 3 muscles. And so you basically just stand, grab this, elbows to the side, keep them fairly tight to the body, and press down and squeeze the tricep at the bottom. Lower it up. Don't stop here. Go all the way up. Get a good stretch back here. Squeeze. Take your time. Squeeze. Take your time going up and squeeze again. And with my knees, I just have a small bend of the knees. I don't move my upper body too much. It's a matter of just getting the arm out as hard as you possibly can. You're really trying to work this part of the tricep. So you're up.
All right.
Remember, we're going for about 15 reps, but should feel like you can get 5 or 10 more. If you can't, I put too heavy a weight.
Right.
If you can get way more than that, it's just really light, which is not a big deal.
That's like no weight.
No weight? Okay, we'll put it heavier. All right. And stand back a little bit so that and lean forward a little bit so that your arms are not getting in the way. And then your arm's gonna be into your sides, a little bit closer to your sides, and press all the way to the bottom. Yeah, lock out here. Yep, perfect. Arms straight at the bottom. Yep, take your time and squeeze hard. Yep. Good. And you can see he's squeezing at the bottom, he's holding it. That makes it that much harder. Eye muscle connection, he's going slow. He's not rushing through the motion. He's not swinging. He's not cheating. He's making the tricep do all the work here. Squeeze. Slowly go up. Squeeze. There you go. More control in that rep. You can see the difference as you think about it. You really think, I'm controlling the weight here. Squeezing hard down. Control it on the way up. So remember, these are the same muscles that you're also working on the bench press or doing a push-up, the back of the arms. Great exercise, tricep press downs. Feel a burn after you stretch it out?
Yeah.